Cool.
Now, after stage separation, the first stage will flip and begin a boost back maneuver for landing in the Gulf.
Boost engine cut off.
Beginning the flip for stage separation.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Ooh.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower was icing on the cake.
Wow.
And there, as you saw, as we promised, an exciting end to the Starship inaugural integrated test flight.
Pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna.
Dad.
Watch some more. Explosions.
And the busy I-95 corridor here in the Northeast also slowed this morning by a massive...
Okay, not that bad. Let's see. Oh, this seems interesting.
Back up. Oh my god.
That was a big explosion.
Train.
Wow.
Wow, we felt that in the car.
Wow. That was crazy. Let's see this. Ooh. That's pretty bad. Wow. Well. Let's see if I can find something else.
Guess what?
Okay, so
It has been 30 years since I made my first flipbook when I was a kid. So in today's video, I thought it would be fun to take that first flipbook and try to remake it now as an adult. I have just one problem. It's packed away somewhere in my storage unit, which is 100 miles away. So let's go see if we can find it. I have no idea which box I put it in. I'm hoping it's not all the way over there. Let's pull stuff out. I just found the box.
nice. There we go. Quite a few of those.
Ta-da! Some of you I know have seen this already in one or two of my other videos. This is the first flipbook I made when I was a kid. I remember at the time I couldn't figure out a good way to bind the paper together, and so I stapled it in all these little sections and then taped all the sections together. But yeah, it's been 30 years since I made this, so I want to try making a new version of it, sort of a remastered edition, I guess. But first, I want to thank Wix for sponsoring today's video. I've been building my new website on Wix, and I want to tell you guys all about it at the end of the video. All right, the first thing I want to do in the new one is I want to add some three-dimensionality to the pencil. Rather than just a flat drawing, I want to make it feel like it's got some angle and perspective, like it's, you know, really in 3D space. So I think I might want to kind of exaggerate that perspective as well, to kind of go extreme on the angles, maybe feel like you're really kind of close up on the pencil. This might be tricky, actually. I want the pencil to start to feel like it's coming down from the camera toward the paper, but I need to make sure it follows the same perspective lines, and I think that should work. Okay, I'm going to follow the same pattern as in the old flipbook, like the pencil will draw the lines in the same order, and I want to change the pencil's perspective every time it comes into view. I think that'll help it feel more natural rather than having the exact same perspective every time. So you might notice that I'm working backwards some of the time, like here I'm first drawing the pencil's position that I want it to have when it lands on the paper, and then I'm working in backwards order, drawing the frames leading up to that point. And that's because I want to hit that exact point, so it's easier sometimes to start with your end drawing first and then work your way towards it. You'll notice my increments as the pencil draws the lines. The increments, they get a little bigger on each page, and that's because I want it to feel like the pencil is speeding up as it moves. In animation, when you're accelerating into a movement or decelerating out of a movement, they call that slow in and slow out, or ease in and ease out. It's funny how long this has taken me already. As a kid, I probably spent an hour making it, and I can already tell this is going to be a couple days working on this. All right, so one thing I'm thinking about, rather than, the pencil comes into view, and then rather than having it just move perfectly straight out of view, I'm trying to add just a little bit of rotation or curve to the movement, like to the angle of the pencil as it moves out of view. I think that'll help it feel a little more natural, like it's being held by a human hand, not a robot or something. I'm pretty excited to color this one, actually. After I went to the storage unit, I ran to the art store and picked up some more Copic marker colors to try to match that like purpley, bluey, pinkish, reddish color of the little monster. I'm just calling it a monster. I don't know if, yeah, I guess he's like I don't know what it is. So he's a monster. I like to test out my colors beforehand to make sure I like it before I dive in and just start coloring the flipbook. So I test out, you know, different colors and shading just to make sure it looks the way I want it to. Okay, so with the pencil, I'm doing one entire fill of yellow, and then I go back and I add a little bit of darker color in the middle and then a little darker toward the bottom. Same with shading the tip of the pencil, just light, medium, dark. And that way it feels like the light is mostly coming from that one side, and so now it's got a nice three-dimensional feel to it. Okay, now the eye. In the first flipbook, the eye just sort of pops into view. The pencil doesn't draw it, it just pops in and then he's alive. So I'm going to do that again, but I want to exaggerate the eye popping in. So as it starts to appear, I think I'll give it a little vibration here and then pops open. I want to really feel that pop. So I'm going to draw one page where the eye is pretty big, and then it shrinks down over a couple pages. Then that should have kind of that nice popping in feel to it. Okay, now This is where I'm going to vary from the first one a bit. Rather than just having him smile and it's over, I want to give a little more character to his eyes. So I want to make him kind of squint and look around. I'm not quite sure what he's thinking or up to, but he's looking around almost sneakily, or maybe like this is the first moment he's alive and wondering what's going on. It's kind of the sense he's giving me. Okay, I think that's it. The pencil remastered 30 years later. Let's see how it turned out.
Original. Yeah. The new version. A lot better. So far.
Ow! What the heck?
Okay, yeah, he took it a little bit far.
Well, that's never happened
Not
before.
too far, but
Thanks to Wix for sponsoring today's video.
Pretty awesome.
I just built my brand new website on Wix. It's at andymation.shop, and I built a section of the site just for you guys where you can submit your flipbooks and animations, so I'm really excited about that. Setting up my
that's that.